Hi everyone, this is me Meenakshi from PFC Education, and I'm here to today just answer a very interesting question which most of the students generally ask, that why accountancy? I mean, why do we need accountancy? And personally, really I'm impressed by such students who are very inquisitive by nature, because I personally feel that to get any professional degree, you should be really inquisitive. You should not be studying anything just because your teachers are teaching you, but you should be cross questioning everything, that is finding X gonna help me in my future? So that should be a question which you should pop up to your maths tutor. So there was a very interesting question which a student popped up saying that, ma'am, why accountancy? Why are we required to, study accountancy? And I mean, I would like to share the answer I gave him. So yes, it is not one extra subject you're required to study, or it's not some burden which people are trying to put on your head, or just because for the sake of studying some books, that's an extra book you're studying. There's a lot of important aspect of having accounts in every business, and I'll be giving an example through the story of Mr. Smart. So Mr. Smart was very intelligent man who could retain and remember so much information. So he thought that, I'm starting off a business and I can remember everything. I'm very smart. I don't need to maintain books of accounts. As such, I don't like writing anything. So I'm not going to maintain any books of accounts. He started off with his new business, and slowly, gradually, the business picked up like anything. He started off a chain of cafes and started working like anything. His idea was very unique, very different. People started liking and admiring his idea. Slowly, gradually, he had a number of branches. And in his restaurant, right from few people used to visit his restaurant, now his restaurant had a ton of people visiting, because he started setting up all the restaurants near the office areas. So people started having a credit account with him, wherein they would eat throughout the month and they would pay and settle their bills at the end of the month. Now it was getting difficult for Mr. Smart to retain so much information, and he had so much business stress because he had to take care of so many branches. So now he started forgetting things, because we all have a limitation to our mental, memory. So he started forgetting things. He started forgetting accounts and outstanding amounts, and he thought that he was getting cheated, where people would eat throughout the month and at the end of the month they would not pay him anything, right? Confuse him. So he thought that now is the time that I need to maintain a diary. I need to record these transactions. I cannot further stress my brain. So he started recording all the transactions which he had to remember, like maybe the outstanding accounts or balances of the customers, maybe the outstanding amount of loans and liabilities. This is how the single entry system started. Most of the storekeepers, vendors, maybe the grocery store guys, they maintain their accounts on single entry system basis. That's a very interesting part of it, though, but we'll continue. One day, Mr. X was in need of the loan. A loan of like 50-60 lakhs for the sake of establishing few more branches. So he went to the bank, and the bank asked him for accounts. So he showed the bank his diary, which looked something like this. I mean, of course, if you were the banker, you would have got like really tense that, oh my God, am I supposed to go through this novel of like last 10 years, 20 years, and there are 20 books like this? So the banker denied. Banker said that I'm not going to go through all this. You please prepare proper accounts. Please make proper journal and ledger, because that's the language I understand. I usually tell all my students that accountancy is not a subject. It's actually a language in which the accountants interact with each other. So accountancy is a very interesting language, and the best part is that only accountants understand that, right? And how important is accounts itself? Okay, let's take an example. You go to a hospital. Will you find a doctor there? Yes, you will. Will you find an accountant there? Yes, of course you will. You go to maybe a construction site. Will you find an engineer there? Yes. Will you find an accountant there? Of course. Will you find a doctor there? No. You go to a restaurant. Will you find a chef there? Yes, we will. An engineer and doctor, not until unless they've come to have their meals there. But will you find an accountant there? Yes, of course. So whatever business you want to start, whatever profession you want to continue with, whatever vocation you want to follow, it is very important that you have proper knowledge of finances and accounts. And I personally say that accounts is not a subject belonging to commerce stream, but it is basically a skill which everybody should develop. And now, if you see in international education from very early age, the students opting for science, arts, any stream, they have an option to opt for accountancy. The very logic behind this concept is that accounts is required by each and every profession, or it's required for each and every business. So it's very necessary to learn this skill so that you can prosper, progress, and you can plan your business well. So yes, let's learn accountancy. Let's at least learn the basics of accountancy in the most interesting manner ever. And yeah, all you need to do is stay tuned to the channel for more updates. Thank you so much. Take care.